Just over 3 months ago, COVID-19 canceled the end of the high school basketball season for some local teams. But now we're seeing them finally return to the court. 25 total teams, boys and girls both, varsity, JV, and freshman levels, participating in the Trilake Shootout at the Link in Jefferson City, including a talented team from Tolton as Evans Apollon with a powerful jam. Former Tolton star Kamen Porter coaching the summer team. Good to see him. Little brother Javon Porter throwing down a dunk of his own. Tolton takes down Lynn, but a good test for the Wildcats coming off an 18-8 season and seeing game action for the first time in months.
This means a lot. Obviously, the last few months have been kind of crazy in the world, so to try to get back to some normal stuff's been nice, and just see the kids again. I mean, that's the part I kind of miss about this whole thing.
Blair Oaks coming off a third-place finish at state, taking on a team from Columbia featuring plenty of battle players. Superstar Eric Northweather graduating, but younger brother Luke still there and throwing down dunks like it's no big deal. Those brothers are really good, but the Columbia team would pull out the win. Kent Thomas organized the event, and while you can't social distance in basketball, they did try to practice some safety.
For example, bleachers are not out. Folks got to bring their own chairs. We encourage the social distancing. And the schools that have been allowed to play are the ones that are playing. There's still a lot of schools locally that aren't able to play 5-on-5 and get up against each other. So we were lucky to be able to get some teams to come and participate in this event.
A great showdown between Andy Jansen and Southern Boone, and Fatima as the Comets and Eagles, both coming off winning seasons. Southern Boone's Nick Post has been everywhere, folks. We just had him on our summer baseball highlights, and here Post with a turnaround J, a clutch shot late as the Eagles are fired up about the one-point win and being back on the court.
I mean, I think it's just exciting for everyone to be back out and trying to get some type of normalcy. You know, it's been a weird last 3 months. You know, just kids not understanding what's going on, and you know, just an opportunity to be out here playing today is pretty exciting.
A couple other games today saw the California girls team beat Blair Oaks. Meanwhile, the Missouri elite team that featured players from Columbia, Boonville, and Centralia had the early lead on Harrisburg thanks to great moves like this by Centralia's Grant Ersman. Look at that, nicely done. Good to see everyone back on the court. Just like our basketball teams, the local football teams are back together preparing for the upcoming season. Because of COVID-19, there are some safety precautions, but football is back. The Hickman Cupies are happy to return to the practice field, but things do look a little different. Right now, they're only allowed to have one group of 25 together, so they've split the team into 2 groups of 25. Coach Cedric Alvis can't be closer than 20 yards from either group if he wants to keep an eye on his whole team. Position coaches are the ones working more closely with the players. So Coach Alvis, good to see him there, has been driving around and spending a lot of time at the 50-yard line instructing guys from afar. It's been a unique summer with COVID-19 and protests in Columbia. But Coach Alvis says adjusting to changes and looking out for his guys is part of the job.
The coaching profession, I feel like you wear multiple hats, right? Coaching football is not just a job. Counselor, I saw on Twitter, custodian, strength coach, all these different things. And as times change, so does our responsibilities. And so what we're going through now with the social injustice, that's just your job evolving.
Nicely said. Finishing up with a fun summer activity, as here's our latest edition of Rod's Big Old Fish.
Rod's Big Old Fish on Friday night. Thanks for sending in your catches to rsmith@krcg.com. Like Colton Allen and Nate Verslois, who enjoyed some time catching fish with their dads at the Lake of the Ozarks. Nicely done. Here's 5-year-old Legend Davis from Rolla, who says he caught 10 big old fish with his grandpa Gunter. And 2-year-old sister Lexi. Legend says grandpa only caught 3 that day. Spencer Magner is a junior at Vienna High School. He caught this nice 15.5-inch crappie in Arkansas while fishing with his papa Mike Juergens back in March. And some good fishing for Elias Mueller of Jefferson City. 4-year-old Elias shows off the crappie taken at his aunt and uncle's farm in Vienna. His first ever catch, and he made it on Rod's Big big old fish.
A couple other sports notes. The Cardinals officially signed fourth-round draft pick and former Mizzou Tiger reliever Ian Bedell to a contract today. And congrats to Mizzou golfer and Tolton grad Jack Parker on advancing to the quarterfinals of the Missouri Amateur Championships. That's sports.